Welcome to today's video, where we're diving deep into the incredible world of cell biology, the tiny factories keeping you alive. Did you know that your body is made up of around 37 trillion cells? These tiny, microscopic units of life are constantly working, keeping your heart beating, your brain thinking, and your body growing. But have you ever wondered how cells actually work? How do they power your body, fight off diseases, or even help scientists develop life-saving medicines? Let's get started. Cell biology isn't just about understanding tiny structures, it's the key to life itself. Every living thing, from the smallest bacteria to the largest whale, is made of cells. But why does this matter to you? Cell biology matters because cells are the foundation of life. They power everything in your body: breathing, thinking, and healing. Scientists study cells to fight diseases, develop new treatments, and even grow replacement tissues. From CRISPR gene editing to cancer research, cell biology is shaping the future of medicine and technology. Simply put, understanding cells helps us understand life itself. Before we dive in, let's talk about one of the most important ideas in biology, the cell theory. Scientists discovered that all living things are made of cells. Cells are the basic unit of life. All cells come from pre-existing cells. This theory was developed by Schwann, and Virchow, but it all started with Robert Hooke, who first saw cells under a microscope in 1665. Schleiden discovered all plants are made of cells. Schwann proved all animals are made of cells. Virchow stated all cells come from pre-existing cells. Their discoveries formed cell theory, the foundation of modern biology. Types of cells. Not all cells are the same. We have two main types: prokaryotic cells, simple, no nucleus, found in bacteria; eukaryotic cells, complex, have a nucleus, found in animals and plants. Think of prokaryotic cells like tiny survivalists, they're simple but tough. Meanwhile, eukaryotic cells are like highly organized cities, with different structures doing specialized jobs. Cell structure and organelles. Prokaryotic cells are simple but powerful. They have no nucleus, but they get the job done. Here's what makes them unique. Cell membrane controls what enters and exits. Cytoplasm, the gel-like substance where cell activities happen. DNA, nucleoid region, free-floating genetic material, no nucleus. Ribosomes, tiny factories that make proteins. Flagella, tail-like structure for movement. Cell wall, provides shape and protection, found in bacteria. These simple cells make up bacteria and archaea, some of the oldest life forms on Earth. Plant cells are like tiny, self-sustaining factories with specialized parts. Here's what makes them unique: cell wall, a rigid outer layer that provides structure and protection. Cell membrane, controls what enters and exits the cell. Nucleus, the control center, storing DNA. Chloroplasts, where photosynthesis happens, turning sunlight into energy. Mitochondria, the powerhouse, producing ATP energy. Vacuole, a large storage space for water, nutrients, and waste. Ribosomes, and Golgi apparatus, work together to make and transport proteins. With these specialized structures, plant cells can make their own food, store energy, and maintain their shape. Animal cells are like tiny, high-functioning machines, each part playing a crucial role. Here's what makes them special: the control center, storing DNA and directing cell activities. Mitochondria, the powerhouse, producing ATP energy. Cell membrane, a flexible barrier that controls what enters and exits. Ribosomes, tiny factories that make proteins. Endoplasmic reticulum, smooth makes lipids, rough helps with protein production. Golgi apparatus modifies, packages, and ships proteins. Lysosomes, the cleanup crew, breaking down waste and invaders. Small vacuoles store water, nutrients, and waste, smaller than in plant cells. Unlike plant cells, animal cells lack a cell wall and chloroplasts, making them more flexible but dependent on food for energy. Cells function. Cells need energy to survive, and they produce it in two main ways: cellular respiration and photosynthesis. Cellular respiration, in animal and plant cells, happens in the mitochondria, where cells break down glucose with oxygen to make ATP, energy. Glucose plus oxygen equals carbon dioxide plus water plus ATP. This process fuels everything from muscle movement to brain activity. Photosynthesis, in plant cells, happens in the chloroplasts, where plants convert sunlight into glucose for energy. Carbon dioxide plus water plus sunlight equals glucose plus oxygen. This process is why plants grow, and why we have oxygen to breathe. Membrane transport and its types. Cells constantly move materials in and out through their cell membrane using different transport methods. Passive transport, no energy needed. Diffusion, molecules move from high to low concentration, e.g., oxygen entering a cell. Osmosis, the diffusion of water across the membrane. Facilitated diffusion, larger molecules use protein channels to cross the membrane. Active transport, requires energy/ADP. Protein pumps, move molecules against the concentration gradient, e.g., sodium-potassium pump. Endocytosis, the cell engulfs large materials into a vesicle. Exocytosis, the cell releases large molecules like proteins or waste. Protein synthesis, how cells build proteins. Proteins do almost everything in a cell, from building structures to fighting diseases. But how are they made? Step 1. Transcription. In the nucleus, DNA is copied into mRNA, which carries the instructions to make a protein. Step 2. Translation. In the ribosome, the mRNA is read, and tRNA brings amino acids, linking them together to form a protein chain. Once complete, proteins are modified and shipped out by the Golgi apparatus, ready to do their job. Cell division. Mitosis, cell division for growth and repair. Mitosis is how cells make exact copies of themselves for growth, repair, and replacing old cells. It happens in body, somatic, cells and produces two identical daughter cells with the same number of chromosomes. Phases of mitosis. Prophase, chromosomes condense, and the nuclear membrane disappears. Metaphase, chromosomes line up in the middle of the cell. Anaphase, sister chromatids are pulled apart to opposite sides. Telophase, two new nuclei form around the chromosomes. Cytokinesis, the cell splits into two identical daughter cells. Mitosis keeps your body growing and healing, like when you recover from a cut. Meiosis, creating unique cells for reproduction. Meiosis is a special type of cell division that creates gametes, sperm and egg cells. Unlike mitosis, meiosis produces four genetically different daughter cells, each with half the chromosomes, haploid. Phases of meiosis, 2 rounds of division. Meiosis 1, mixing and having chromosomes. Prophase 1, chromosomes pair up and exchange genes, crossing over. Metaphase 1, chromosome pairs line up in the center. Anaphase 1, whole chromosome pairs are pulled apart. Telophase 1 and cytokinesis, 2 cells form, each with half the original chromosomes. Meiosis 2, creating 4 unique cells. Prophase 2, chromosomes condense again. Metaphase 2, chromosomes line up in the center. Anaphase 2, chromatids are pulled apart. Telophase 2 and cytokinesis, 4 genetically unique haploid cells are created. Meiosis ensures that every person is genetically unique. It's why siblings can look different even with the same parents. Cell biology in medicine and research. Cell biology is not just about understanding life, it's changing medicine and the future. Thanks to cell biology, scientists are finding ways to cure diseases that once seemed impossible. What do you think is the most exciting part of cell biology? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like this video. Subscribe for more amazing science content. Share with friends who love biology. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.